I tried not to have an opinion on this when I first read it, but the more I kept going into the article, the more I was like, I just can't. Today we are talking about the infamous Chris Watts and his brother in spirit, his prison pal, his not my boyfriend. So Chris Watts is 35 and Dylan is 32 years old. This last July they got into a little bit of trouble after some questionable items were found in Dylan's cell. Now one might think because they're just friends, since they're just brothers in this spiritual battle called life, that these items might be something like a Bible or maybe a cross carved out of some prison soap. But oh no, they were much better than that. Now, allegedly, some of these items that were found in Dylan's cell were Chris's Fruit of the Loom undies, tidy-whities nonetheless, baby oil, and a bottle of Vaseline. And I'm like, well, hell, just throw a little Mad Dog 2020 in there, maybe a little dash of strawberry wine, and you've got about 5 Friday nights wrapped up into one. Now, apparently they were neighbors in jail, and so they were growing very close. They were developing this friendship. And so these items, when they were found, kind of made, people turn their heads a little bit there. All I'm saying is, if we find out that one of them is going by the name of Fifi in there, I'm done. Now, Dylan has a fiance, and she is vouching for the both of them. She offered up an exclusive interview with Daily Mail. The link's in the description if you want to check that out. But overall, she says, you know what? I can prove that both Chris and Dylan are not gay. She doesn't think because they were locked up, because they're lonely, because, especially with Chris, he's never going to technically be around or be with another female again, that this caused them to, circumstantially hook up with each other. Now, she did say that since they were separated, that, they're finding it hard to live out their prison lives, not having that friendship, that bond. Now, Krista does say that she plans on marrying Dylan upon his release. Unlike Chris Watts, Dylan does have a release date. Now, one thing I found interesting about this article, and again, y'all, this is Daily Mail, so take it for what it is. Now, the article alleges that Krista wrote Chris Watts first. She said that, you know what, I watched the videos of him. I just don't think that he could do this. I wanted him to know that there's people out there, that still believe in him, basically. So, again, the article alleges she wrote him first, and this is what it says, and I quote, "But the killer received so much mail from female admirers, he passed her letter on to his friend Tallman, allegedly in return for a cinnamon bun and a packet of ramen noodles." Now, she denies that this trade ever took place. Again, we don't know if that's true or not. Regardless, it sounds very on brand for Chris Watts, trading people off for honey buns and hopefully at least one of the exotic spiced ramen noodles, not just the basic chicken noodle kind. I would be a little bit more insulted if it was that. Now, again, another thing we learned from this article is that Chris and Dylan, they've become close, obviously, and they have been working on some Christian books, and actually some of them are going to be released here soon, it sounds like, a book of Christian devotionals, so that should be pretty interesting. Now look, ultimately, regardless of what they found in the room, that is seen as an infraction. Dylan did get written up for this, and basically, he's being hit with, having another inmate's items, possession of contraband, things like this. So it's not like these are official, new charges, that kind of a thing, but again, it's frowned upon in jail to do that, and especially when they're items like that, who knows what they were really doing with them, but regardless, it is typical on-brand tabloid fodder for this case. Now, if you want to watch any of my other commentary on other cases, just click some of the videos that are popping up. I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon.